we develop one-click solutions. That means that if you need 4 hours to do some job in ChatGPT, our specialized apps do it in 10 seconds.
Welcome to the show, Stefan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Very good, very good. I'm excited to talk to you because you are an AI pioneer and founder of your company, Modern IQs. What does Modern IQ do?
Yeah, we develop one-click solutions. That means that if you need 4 hours to do some job in ChatGPT, our specialized apps do it in 10 seconds. For example, we create blog articles, which if you have a lot of blog articles on your website and they have high quality in the eyes of the website visitor and Google, then Google will send you a lot of traffic, or search engines will send you a lot of traffic. And we basically automate the quality and also as a one-click system create something that is extremely like the maximum possible user-friendly you can imagine.
Okay, that sounds very interesting, but help me understand that. So I run a podcast. I know that in theory, I should be taking the transcript, feeding into an AI system, generating a summary, and post that along with the script. If I did that, I'm going to get a lot of AI traffic. I have not done it, right? Not AI traffic, Google traffic, right? I have not done it, but let's say in theory I'm doing it. The process would entail feeding that entire conversation into ChatGPT and asking to summarize it. How is your process different than this in terms of speed, accuracy, and also quality?
You mean a summary or do you mean a blog article? Because a summary, you can put your transcript on your website and a summary, but an entire blog article is different, right? You talk about a specific topic. So what you do, so the process basically would be the same. You put your transcript in and a headline, right? But what ChatGPT then does is it creates you a summary, for example, or maybe it creates you, if you tell it, create me a blog article, it creates you the headline structure and some text. But the thing is, it's not creating you fitting images. You can do that, but it takes a long time to create an image and then it's not fitting. And this is like even creating 5 to 10 images, what you should do per article, it would take an hour or something like that. And then our system is uploading to your website. It's like doing plagiarism checks so that you don't copy somebody's content. And it's doing a lot of work which you usually would need to do manually. But with our system, all you need to do is enter the headline, enter the transcript, and tell the AI in front, above the transcript, tell it, this is a transcript of a podcast episode. Please create a blog article with this as background information. And then it takes the headline and it takes your background information and then it creates the article, which with the transcript of your podcast would be extremely high quality because it has rich background information.
Yeah. So I guess 2 additional things to point out here that you pointed out was that not only does your article take the transcript and make it into a blog article, it's also adding images that are relevant. And it is also posting straight to the website. So it takes away the manual step of going and posting it there. And for any audience member, it might not seem like a lot of work to go and post it, but when you're doing it every single day, there adds up. So have you done any comparison studies on SEO as to from Google traffic based on something that plain old ChatGPT is creating versus your system is creating? Are there any comparative studies on quality that has been created?
Not direct, but it's a good idea. Since ChatGPT came out, the content creation globally went up by 100 times. So there was 100 times more content created. And the thing is, it's quite easy for Google to figure out because it's to figure out what is quality and what is not. So for example, if you don't have images inside your articles, if you don't have a table of content, which we do automatically, all the micromanagement steps that we automated, every single little step improves the quality. And what Google does is it's getting rid of low quality. So if you only have ChatGPT and maybe an image or 2, then you won't get much traffic, you won't rank very high, and also you'll be get kicked out quite soon. Yeah.
Very interesting. Let me ask you this question, because blogging has been around for a very long time. Blogging has been around before social media existed, before TikTok, Instagram. Now, when I go on Google and I ask a question, the Google AI summarizes the best article and gives me the answer very quickly. Is blogging still relevant?
So this is quite lucky, and it's a good question you ask. Blog articles used to be extremely long, and I never really understood why Google liked these ultra long articles that start with the definition of what is food before it tells you how to cook spaghetti. But this is now replaced. I never wanted, anyways. So those 3,000 word articles, I never understood. Now it's getting down to, so this is changing a lot. But how it's currently looking is Google creates half a page of text, and then you can click on the headlines and you get to an article that talks more in depth about what you just read on the subheadlines of what Google generated for you. And the thing is, with our system, so back in the day, it used to be like websites where you have 50 extremely detailed articles. Google is looking more for precise information. And the thing is, with our system, you can easily create, in fact, we have an app where you enter, for example, business podcast as your main topic, and then it creates 20 categories, and then per category, it creates 20 headlines for blog articles. And this is from the detail level. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of articles, very specific to a very niche part of your main topic. And this is what Google is looking for now. So this is very interesting, because when you have an article that is fitting very well to what Google just wrote as further information, you can surpass the big websites like the Forbes magazine or so on, because the whole system is like changing a lot now. Yeah, that's not been the case in the past. So that's quite new.
So if I understand it correctly, in the past, really long articles, people are keyword stuffing just to be able to rank higher. We get the tactics, right? Now,
like
people want speed, especially living in a world where I want to watch a 1-minute video and know how to fix my car, as if that's possible. But let's say it is. People want speed, and therefore Google is looking for precise information. So tell me again a little bit about how you are doing that, because you said you could just say business podcast and your system would then create 12 different categories. Will it then take the podcast transcript, take excerpts, and create 12 different mini blog articles? Or how is that relevant? Or is it just picking the best one? I didn't understand that part.
So what I've been talking about are two separate apps currently. One app is our content idea generator.
Okay.
Which is like yesterday, somebody was creating, we call this a directory of blog articles, topics.
Okay.
And somebody was creating a directory on stop smoking. I think it was stop smoking. So the system creates all the headlines, all the categories, then all the headlines per category. And you can pick, you can just copy. You get an Excel sheet via email right now, and we're going to integrate this into the platform soon. So you can copy the email, the headline, and then paste it into our blog article generator. So you have massive Excel sheet with headlines, and you can just mark all the ones you like, then copy headline, paste it into the article generator, and then take your input background information. In your case, so this would be, for example, if your topic would be like, let's say, Asian kitchen, right? Then you maybe one category is meals, one category is health, and so on. And you can just do that. When it comes to you, as an example, I would suggest you take the transcript of an episode and go use ChatGPT and tell it, please create me a couple of headlines for this blog article, for this transcript of my podcast episode. And then you do the same. You paste in the transcript into the background information field, and above you have the titles. Take the headline, paste it in, press create. And because it's so rich, because right now we're going in so much detail, this is why the AI very exactly knows what you want to talk about. And that for the level of depth of content is extremely good. That's good for Google.
Yeah, so I totally see the value and how it's working and the uniqueness feeding a podcast transcript and creating a subject line and it giving a blog article. I totally understand that, because every single conversation I'm having is a unique conversation.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's a unique blog article. But I'm curious about the front end part of it, like going the other way, which is that you just gave an example of somebody going and wanting to create a directory on smoking, right? And the system gave 100 subject lines, and you fed the 100 subject lines, and you got 100 different blog articles. What if 50 other people, 49 other people want to create a directory of smoking? How is your system making sure that each of those subject lines is unique and the content is unique? And still,
every app has this background information field, and we are working on improving ease of use there as well. Currently, we suggest that you think about what to put in there. So something that makes you, your topic, your business, your coaching, whatever, special. For example, I had this cleaning company recently, and what they've been putting in there is we treat all our places as they were hotels, right? And they've been talking about how they do quality and what they think, something that made them special. And this way you can avoid those issues. But also, look, the system which we have is quite new. There are other one-click article generators out there, but none of them I tested were, we with our system, you can create an article in 10 seconds, and for them it takes half an hour. So it's, and then they don't even have images, or they didn't used to have. So what I'm saying is it's very rare that a website has 1,000 articles or 100 on stopping smoking in this kind of detail. So even if, but you really should think about something that makes your company, use ChatGPT to craft something, and then you can use the same message for every article. You only put it in once in the background information field, something that makes your company special, and then you just copy the headline, paste it in, press create, copy the headline, paste it in, press create. Yeah.
Wonderful. It's literally a game changer, especially for someone in my field that is trying to create content and be able to repurpose the same content in various ways.
Yeah.
A lot of these things individually are easy to do, but collectively are difficult.
That's what I called content dominance, by the way. Because you're dominating with high quality, lots of high quality content. You're dominating anybody else.
And I think the main thing for listeners to understand here is that if you are looking for that amount of volume, we need some sophisticated system to be able to do it. The way I always explain to my client is that if Stefan was coming to my house for breakfast and I wanted to make toast, eggs, bacon, and orange juice, that's very easy, right? But if Stefan just said, I'm bringing 49 friends with me for breakfast, the same eggs, toast, bacon, orange juice breakfast is extremely complicated, because how much orange juice? Maybe I don't have the same type of orange juice in the store. My toaster only makes 2 pieces of toast at a time. So by the time Stefan gets his toast, his friend is like dead from hunger. So
it's what you call production hell. We've been through it. Trust me, it's hell.
Amazing. So tell us a little bit about how you got into this company. What brought about the idea of wanting to do this in the first place?
Yeah, so look, I didn't know. So I started my entrepreneurial journey, and the thing what you, as a coach, so for me, that the whole like getting traffic thing was from the first day on. Okay, I'm not a coach, I'm a salesman. Okay, I got it. Marketing person. Okay. I didn't know that blog articles on average get so much more traffic than social media does. It's not like you will get millions of clicks for every article, but on average, the amount of traffic, reach, and clicks you get from Google are way higher than social media, right? So I had my old website, and that was a platform for software as a service tools where that was affiliate. So I got commission when somebody purchased through my link. So it was all about traffic. And I had a reach, I had 69 tools on there, and the reach on Google. So the amount of people that saw my website on Google was 1,000 a month. And then I had this idea, why don't create a description text for every tool? And I did this, and I created a description, I created a summary, and I created, I think, some benefits or something, I'm not sure. And I did this on one day for all 69. So the thing, what happened is 1 month later, from that day on where I put the text on, my traffic 130x, or from 1,000 to 130,000. And then I was like, whoa, what is this? So I stopped doing social media and this kind of stuff, because I was like, okay, let's focus on blog articles. And exactly at that time, I saw this story around healthline.com and how they get 200 million monthly website visitors only by creating super high quality blog articles. Now I was sold. I was like, okay, this is what I got to do. I need to get a system to scale this up crazily. So I went out and I tried to get an app, and then there was none. So we did our own. Yeah.
You just created one from scratch.
Yes.
Wow. What a story. What a story.
Yeah, it was,
so when audience members are differentiating in between your product and other products similarly, we talked about the quality, we talked about the speed, we talked about the image integration. Do you have any statistics on average? What is the percentage views that your system is bringing on blog article visibility?
Not yet. No,
Not yet.
so the second version of the platform we finished, we published 1 week ago. And with this, it's so super simple. So that was the thing. That was like the main task going up. So we're almost at a point where our website visitors can create a blog article without creating an account. And this is what I want to give people a system where they don't need to spend a second, basically, hopefully somewhere. And so when it comes to the results, very important to understand is not every article is going to rank. The higher the quality of the articles is, the higher the chances for them to rank. But what we've been doing till now and continue to do is automate everything that can be automated quality wise. So this is also something like creating alternative image tags, naming images, resizing images. Like there's so much you have to do, even just with images. And this is all going to improve the chances. But next phases are where you can train the system on everything about you, your products, your past, your knowledge, everything you've been ever talking about on podcasts and so on. And then you can just use all this information with context. So you can tell the system, create an article about this with this headline, and the system takes 10,000s of pages of text and creates an article with the context. And once this is ready, so our goal was always to get to Healthline quality. So I want to have a system where I can create a blog article in less than a minute that is as good as an Healthline quality article. And with this system, we should actually surpass it.
That is super exciting. It's amazing. Let's talk about the integration aspect of things, right? As a listener, I'm listening to it. It's very appealing to go to a website, not have to create an account, either go to the content creation, give them a subject, get these ideas, feed it back in, get a blog article, or feed a transcript in the background information, give them a subject article. Wonderful, rich, good value photographs. Let's talk about the integration aspect of things. So how does that work? Because that can sometimes scare people off. Because for a lot of people who owns blogs or websites, they are set up by some third-party contractor that they have hired. They have built something and they have told them, step one, click this button, click this button, copy, paste, and you're done. So how does this aspect of things work?
Okay. So the first thing you need to understand is we create one-click systems. So those systems are the maximum easy to use. Okay. If you want, so currently we're fully integrated with WordPress. So if you want to create a blog article for your WordPress website, there's a video. You need to create an account for that, because you need to put in your WordPress information. But setting this up you can go on YouTube. This takes a minute, and we're having a setup video as well. So you go on moderniqs.com, you create an account, and then you have the option to set up your WordPress, and you will see a video on what to do. Is 3 clicks or something. It's super simple with WordPress. And then this is it. And then same thing, you enter your headline, you press create, and you can choose that the system is automatically publishing, although I recommend that you go over the content, right?
Yeah.
Because the images will look great and the text will be nice, but sometimes it's not factually correct.
So how does one go about making sure it's not saying something that is not factually correct? Like you would just have to, because if you're talking about smoking and it started to cite some research, you just take the research at its face value. Or does one have to now look at that up?
So something that helps, for example, I give you another example, a lawyer, right? So something that helps is if you have some background information that is factually correct. For example, a lawyer has law text. This is not changed. This is publicly known. The AI will be very correct because law text is the same, right? There is no opinion or something. But if you have good background information, that helps a lot. And then obviously you shouldn't really blog about something which you're not an expert in, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why you're the expert, you blog. The system will get you rid of 99% of the work. So take the minute to fact check.
Yeah. Makes sense. Plus, it also takes liability away from the company, right? Because you never know what somebody's going to come after. So that's wonderful. So WordPress, that makes sense. What about if somebody owns a website through Wix or Kajabi? These are or Squarespace. These are like the 3 biggest names out there. What does the process look like? What
we currently have is we deliver. So if you don't activate WordPress upload, we deliver via email. And it's actually, it's so cool because you can open your email, mark everything. How do you say? Select everything and then just copy. And you can paste this on your website, but you could also paste it on a LinkedIn article or an X article.
Yeah.
And it's taking the images as well.
Yeah.
So this is like the really cool thing here. Not most blog articles don't have more than one image, and they should. But on LinkedIn and on X, nobody has more than one image.
Yeah.
So if you blog on if you just copy this and
Yeah.
paste it into LinkedIn or to X, you're like the top
Yeah.
because nobody has it. Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to alternative text for images, things like that, that would usually be coded into the HTML code. When it's delivered through email, is it still embedded?
No. A very good question, though. Also, our images are floating, so they're not full size. They are left. If you copy everything and you paste it into LinkedIn, it's not floating. It's full size images. We're working on a solution for that. Maybe we do it with Markdown or something. We'll see. But still, even having full size images is pretty good. Better than the others.
Yeah. Yeah. So if that were the case, wouldn't one lose out on the benefits of the alt image text that are going to help with SEO? Is there a way to go in the back end of Wix or something? And on LinkedIn, it's not possible, obviously. But if somebody has another website blogging platform, could they go in the back end and fill those attributes in?
Actually, I think we'll have this implemented very soon. So you can copy maybe the HTML or something. We'll see. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
No, this is very.
Do you have a Wix website, or why are you asking?
I have a Wix website. That is correct. I had a Kajabi website.
Here we go.
And I'm
Gotta.
trying to fix my own problem as it is.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because I've played around with different platforms. I've played around with Kajabi. I've played around with WordPress before. And different platforms have different advantages and disadvantages. And the business owner, I'm looking for the simplest solution, right? And your tool is also a simpler solution to another type of problem. Yeah, integration of these things is very interesting. So what's the future of this, Stefan? Because what you're talking about is insane, right? This is super exciting. The ability to create countless high quality blog articles by feeding it a handful number of parameters, right? Today, Stefan is the only one doing it at a very high quality. Tomorrow, a few other people are doing it. Day after tomorrow, this becomes the norm. How do we scale up from here?
The future is secret.
Maybe
we've got some plans there. To be honest, look, for the audience, maybe for you as well, please go on Modern IQs and blog once a month. It's free. It doesn't take time. We want to get the system up. So something I really want to do is, I call this Mr. Beast mode. I want to get our system. We're always going to get quality up and price down. And at the time where we have right now, it's quite expensive because we do a lot. But when we get the price down, I want to have a system where founders and small website owners, small business owners, busy people can create 10 free articles monthly. And then, because at that quality level, things will rank and the possibilities are extremely high. And then people can see, well, this is working for me. And then they just purchase more credits as well to get things more faster moving. But I want to have a system where people like us can get their first customers without paying anything and without working anything, spending time.
Yeah. No, that's the dream. That's the dream, to be able to do it that way. What else, Stefan? What else can you educate our users on this product?
Look, every company has a topic. I give you an example. Asian restaurant, as I said before, dishes on the menu, health benefits, a gym. You can probably talk a lot about that one. Exercises or benefits or health as well, and so on. And find your topic, and like something like stop smoking. So use our content idea generator, and you only need to enter 2 words, stop smoking, right? And then press create, and the system, currently it takes 1 minute or so, and the system will deliver you 1 year of content ideas. I think a 450 or something is currently. And then take the ones you like, think about some good background, something that makes you unique, and then put this into the background information once, and then just create content and see the numbers coming in.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is there any upper limit to how many blog articles should be published in a day, week, month?
Are we talking about website owners? No, I'm joking. No, it's okay. Look, so no. But your website system needs to support it, because you should really, so for the audience, get a system that where you can create a template for the blog article, because then if you want, so this is very important, get something where you can create a template. That means the article is on this place, and then here you can, for example, add a form for your contact information or booking system or ratings or whatever. And if you ever change something, you only change the template, and everything, the 10,000 blog articles you have every page will change as well.
Every word should change, yeah.
Very
But
important.
I meant from a Google ranking perspective. I didn't know if there was like any upper limit to, like, if you're publishing, because with AI, you could be publishing tens of thousands of articles a minute, right? At what point is it too much and Google put up on it? I didn't know if there was any, if there was restrictions based on that.
I guess the higher the quality, the limits are, but I'm not aware of a real hard limit. But I guess please don't create 1,000 articles and put them on your website in the first day. Don't do that. It's too obvious that you didn't even check it. Start with, I don't know, let's say 3 a day maximum, and maybe get it up to 10 if you like over a long time. I wouldn't recommend more, to be honest. Yeah. This is basically, I'm not sure. It's just a gut feeling.
Yeah.
If you have numbers there, it would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting to have numbers, but everything you're saying is super exciting. The ability to dominate with content, like you said, repurposing content into different forms is the biggest challenges for business owner, right? Even with me creating podcasts and videos and short form videos and YouTube videos and all of these things, keeping track of all of these things and making sure it's getting transcribed and summarized in all of these formats is a huge task. So I think what you're providing is an incredible service. I myself am absolutely going to, I was going to say create an account, but I don't have to create an account. So I myself have to go and check this out. I highly encourage anybody who's listening to this to check this out as well, because what is Stefan saying is essentially game changing. To be able to rank this high with such little effort is nothing short of a miracle. So much for being on the call and sharing this information. And I hope to stay in touch and see what the next phase of your company's journey is.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.